here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You've worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
The folks in North Dakota have been talking recently, and what is it they are saying? Let there be basketball, and good basketball there will be tonight as number 3 in Division B meets up with the media's fave in Division A. Kenmare Bowbells and South Prairie-Max tonight on the PSP Network, kicking off the 2024-25 high school basketball campaign on the PSP Network. With that, welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. To stay in your car and drive through oil change service. It'll take about 15 minutes at any of their Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations at Minot or Bismarck. Also find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. Alongside the newest member of the PSP Minot crew, Jonas Nelson, I'm Owen Patterson on the call for tonight's matchup between the number 3 ranked team in Division B, the Hawkers of Kenmare Bowbells, and the number 1 team in Division A, the Royals of South Prairie-Max. There's high expectations for these two teams, Jonas, and what better way to start the season with probably the 2 most experienced teams in the entire state meeting on the same floor on opening night.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year, of course, both these teams made it to their respective state tournaments in that first year of the 3-class system. South Prairie-Max made it all the way to the championship and wound out state runners-up. So that's why expectations are so high for them, because essentially everybody's coming back this year for them again. They were all underclassmen last year. And same way for Kenmare Bowbells. They, of course, in Class B have just made a habit of getting to the state tournament year after year after year, and they did again last year and wound up taking 7th place at the State B in Jamestown last year, and again, underclassmen. So that team's coming back again. And yeah, it should be a really great game to start off the season between these two clubs.
Absolutely. Both of these teams have some very packed first week schedules still to get to, but it's all about these 32 minutes here. Coming up very shortly, we'll dive into some of the players to know. Obviously, the keys to the game as well, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air, laying it on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Just getting started from just down a Minot at South Prairie High School today. It's high school girls basketball on the PSP Network. The Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on after this commercial break.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Well, as we continue on with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show from South Prairie High School, the home of the Royals. The home to the #1 team in the preseason, according to the media in Division A. How about we take a look at those rankings, beginning in Division A with the top 5 in the girls, as the boys voting will come out next week as they get their season underway a week from now. But of course, South Prairie-Max at the top. Devils Lake are the most first place votes as the defending champions. Right. Obviously, respect there for the Firebirds, and Thompson, a team that very similarly to South Prairie-Max returns just about everybody from a team that was kind of expected to win that state title a year ago, looking for some redemption. Shiloh, Christian, and Wahpeton round out the top 5. But Jonas, maybe you'd agree with me, there's probably 10 teams deserving of even just the top 3 in Division A this year.
Yeah, I think this year that Division A is really wide open when it comes to who might make the state tournament, who might make it to that championship game. There are several teams, at least now, you look at that could very well be in that championship game come March.
Yeah, those teams receiving votes: Bottineau, Valley City, Kindred, and Dickinson Trinity. Talking to the South Prairie-Max coaching staff led by Tanner Moser. Bottineau right there receiving votes. They understand their region is probably the most complete, the deepest region in the entire state when you factor in the likes of Turtle Mountain and such as well this season here in the north central, northwestern part of North Dakota. As for Division B, talking about a wide open group here as well. It's really to be decided who those top 5 are going to be after these first few weeks. Central McLean is #1 with Bowman County at #2, but Kenmare Bowbells right there at #3. They really can make a case, though, that they should be atop the charts.
Yeah, they sure can. And one of the things about Kenmare Bowbells and Coach Mike Zimmer is they always schedule a lot of really, really tough teams so that they can kind of find out where they're at early on in the season and then progressively try and get better as they kind of go off of that throughout the year. So, yeah, they could very well be #1. And, you know, these first polls that come out, in some sense, it's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Especially when you get down into 5 through 10 or even those receiving votes, you'll see a lot of teams. That'll change as we go through the season and we start to get wins and losses and really actually see. But, yeah, Kenmare Bowbells sure could be at #1.
Yeah, you're talking about Kenmare's strength of schedule historically. Last year, 22-9 record. All losses were to ranked teams or teams that made a Division A or Division B state tournament. And this year, the start of their season, really no different. South Prairie-Max today, and then they'll come back to Minot for that shootout on the Prairie tournament over the weekend against the defending Division B champions, Mayport CG and Bishop Ryan. How about we talk about some of the individuals that will be making an impact in today's matchup with our Prestwich Orthodontics players to watch. Prestwich Orthodontics specializes in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Now for 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Well, you can pretty much pick anybody that puts on a jersey tonight. They're going to play a big part in it, at least those in the 7-man rotation for these two teams. But I think we're going to start with Kenmare Bowbells and their 6-foot center, Sorotea Alforth. She is just a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams in Kenmare's region and out of it.
Yeah, she really is. Last year averaged a double-double at over 13 points, almost 11 rebounds a night. And one of 3 offers, by the way, this year on the Kenmare Bowbells roster there. I was talking with head coach Mike Zimmer before the game and assistant coach Ryan Alforth. And I'm like, boy, 3 offers on the roster? How do they grow up so quick and get this? Yeah, he said, yeah, same thing. So, but yeah, Taya is definitely one to watch for Kenmare Bowbells. That post presence down low, she is very tough to stop down low. So, and then on the defensive end, same way, using her height and a good defender down low. So, Taya will be a real key this year to the Honker success.
On the flip side, for Tanner Moser's South Prairie-Max Royals, we talked about how much they're returning, but Jonas, there's still just 1 senior on the varsity roster, and we're going to even go down a few more grades because if you haven't caught on right now, you need to know who Riley Rutledge is. She's really turned into a leader of this team, coming off of a freshman campaign, putting up 13 points per game. She has some next-level talent here for the Royals.
Yeah, and when she was injured in that state tournament last year, right here in Minot up at the Dome, that was a lot of breath was held. I think that wouldn't be as serious as it was. But yeah, she is rehab. She is back once again, and she is really the spark plug on the court. Not only the point guard and the floor general, but she provides a lot of spark and energy for the team. So, yeah, already college is looking at her, and she's just a sophomore.
Yeah, there will be plenty of other names we didn't mention in that segment tonight that will play a very big impact, especially when we talk about perimeter shooting. Each of these teams can they'll try to shoot the three ball tonight, and they have some great shooters on the perimeter as well. When we return on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll take a look at the Northern Plains heating their keys to the game and the schedule on the PSP Network as we begin the winter sports season. Thank you for joining us tonight for high school basketball on the PSP Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice, oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice, oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Another reminder, this is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pre-game show. They know you're busy. That's why when you visit any of their service centers in Minot or Bismarck, you don't waste your time or their own. Valvoline Instant Oil Change technicians can typically perform a full-service oil change in about 15 minutes. Find out more what they do online at VIOC.com. Well, there you see the head coach of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, Mike Zimmer. Plenty of district championships, region championships, and a state appearance last year. Had to go through the state qualifier game. And with him on the screen, let's take a look at some of the team objectives today in our Northern Plains, heating their keys to the game. Over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than with Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Well, we spoke about Taya Offworth there earlier in the pregame show. Points in the paint offensively and defensively. Going to be huge tonight for Kenmare Bowbells to pull off, in many eyes, an upset.
Yeah, for sure. Taya Offworth again in the middle there is going to be a lot of the success or not the success that the Honkers have. The good thing for them is they got some really good outside shooters as well, and they can run that inside-out game pretty successfully as well with passes coming into Offworth. Maybe she makes a move, gets a double team, is able to kick it out to the outside jump shooter. So, yeah, that's going to be one of the really big keys for the Honkers tonight.
As for the South Prairie-Max Royals, all right, the first week of the season features the number 3 team in Division B and 2 top 5 teams in Division A over the weekend in Wahpeton and Thompson. South Prairie-Max has to be ready from the jump because obviously they're the team with the target on their back.
Yeah, they are, and a lot of these girls just finished up volleyball at the state tournament where they were state runners-up as well. So no rest for the weary, they say, and here they are right back at it again. So yeah, that's going to be tough. They got games against Wahpeton, who's ranked number 5. That's at Friday at that shootout. I think the last game of the day at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday, then they play against the Thompson Tommies. That one's at 4 o'clock at the auditorium, ranked number 3 in the poll here. So a gauntlet to start the year for the Royals here.
And sometimes the regular season doesn't matter that much, but obviously for South Prairie-Max, those games are going to be ones that they want to win, really prove themselves, getting that honor of being number 1 in the preseason poll.
You know, both these clubs and both these coaches kind of have the same mindset in the schedule there. Play the best right away, see where you're at, and then go from there and make improvements throughout the season.
Well, we are getting started on another big week here on the PSP Network, factoring in a little basketball to our schedule. Here's a look at all the games we have this week, starting today with hockey from the Mesa Arena, Mandan and Minot High. There's been some fun games on the ice already on the PSP Network, some high-scoring games as well as some shootouts. So see what happens there inside the Pepsi rink. Obviously, we're here in South Prairie, just outside of city limits. We'll be back with you on Thursday for hockey from Mandan and wrestling from Minot, and then really let the basketball begin over the weekend with matchups at Minot High, Bismarck High, and Mandan. And our crew will also be in Nedrose to bring you that girls basketball matchup in Division B against the Division A team as well. Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood, and Nedrose. Jonas, basketball is here. It's a great time in North Dakota, isn't it?
We love it because it distracts us from the cold outside and it gives us something to do and focus on. And yeah, we love our basketball in North Dakota. Glad we can bring it to you on the PSP Network.
We'll be back very quickly with our starting lineups and national anthem from South Prairie. It's time to tip off this 2024 basketball season on the PSP Network.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, as we meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Kenmare Bowbells Hawkers. Again, last season finished 22-9. They swept their way through what was then District 7. They're going to be playing in District 5, just new names, not reorganized this year. In Region 3, they're led by head coach Mike Zimmer, and it's almost like going in a time machine. Nothing has changed in the starting lineup from a year ago. It's McKenna Mao at the junior guard wearing number 2. Michelle Miller, an all-region selection. Didn't even mention her name so far in the pregame show, but make sure you know where she is on that three-point line. Miller not afraid to shoot it. Bria Cresta, senior guard. She wears number 14. Lilibeth Santizo starts at forward wearing number 25, also a senior. And Taya Offworth as the center, an all-region selection from a year ago, totaling just under 30 blocks last year. That's the starting lineup for Kenmare Bowbells. As for the home team here, South Prairie-Max, they're coming off a campaign that was kind of up and down throughout the end of the season. Finished with a record of 24-4. They were first place in the regular season in Division A's Region 3. They would lose in that tournament, but obviously with the new format, you get a chance to redeem yourselves in those state challenge games. They did so with a blowout win over Hazen. They got a spot, and they made good use of it, didn't they, Jonas, at that Division A state tournament?
Yeah, they absolutely did, running their way all the way to that championship game, and an exciting game that they had against Devil's Lake in that one. So, yeah, looks forward to another successful season for the Royals this year.
As for their starting lineup, at guard, we talked about her in our Presswitch Orthodontics Players to Watch segment. She's a sophomore, Riley Rutledge, coming off a 13-point-per-game season with 70 steals as well defensively. They also start a junior guard, number 12, Macy Talbot, one of the best ball handlers you're going to find on the court today. Junior guard number 21 is Scotty Beck, offers from Minot State and Black Hills State, Division II opportunities in her future on the basketball court. Number 32, starting out of forward, is a junior, Bree Rose, and a junior center, number 33, Abby Mickelson. Tell you what, South Prairie-Max, they lack a little bit of that size to go up against Taya Offworth, but they might have the edge when it comes to athleticism.
Yeah, and three-point shooting, too. Riley Rutledge, about 65 made threes last year. Scotty Beck with 47 made threes. And I tell you what, they can play that inside-out game. Don't count out Bree Rose either. Bree Rose can go off on any night, and that's either inside or outside game. She's a real good, complete player as well.
We are set for tip-off today on the PSP Network. Thank you again for joining us. Helping us keep score today is the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Find them online at bnc.bank. It's the Hawkers in the maroon and gold going left to right on your screen. The Royals in the home white and blue going from right to left. It'll be Rose against Offworth at the tip. Number 32 versus number 32. And we are underway with high school basketball this season on the PSP Network. Tip-off controlled by the Royals. It goes to Talbot right away. They get it on the near side wing to Scotty Beck. Dribbles it to the middle. They're going to run that 3-out, 2-in are the Royals all day long, despite the heavy post presence there by the Kenmare Bowbells defense. Rutledge first touch, dribble handoff to Rose. Keeping it around the perimeter, already down to 10 on the shot clock. Near side again, Rutledge, top of the key. Guarded by Miller. Long three from Rutledge off the front of the rim. Nice defensive possession there by the Hawkers. McKenna Mao came down with the rebound and was fouled. Sorinochi stepped on the end line. So the ball will stay with South Prairie underneath their own basket, and a new shot clock as well. There's the foul. Goes against Kenmare. I'll tell you what, you play defense for 32 seconds like they did, and then you have to go back at it. A tough ask for the Hawkers.
Taya Offworth is going to pick up that first one in the first of the quarter.
Scoreless through the first 45 seconds. Beck lets it fly from well beyond the college three-point line. Another offensive rebound for the Royals, and now we're going to get a jump ball, and Kenmare will finally possess the ball on offense. It was worth all the work there for the Hawkers on that first and very long defensive possession. Royals come out in a full court press. They're going to be in that all day long, and they force a turnover in transition. Beck with the steal, leads the charge up ahead to Macy Talbot. Gives it back to Beck. Rose not expecting the ball, still kept alive by the Royals. Floater from inside the paint is good. Scotty Beck has the first points, and the Royals are on the board.
Yeah, nice job by Scotty there. Just a little runner down the lane.
Kenmare gets it head of the press with Santizo. Missed the shot from inside the circle, and now the Royals are looking to run. Rutledge up ahead to Beck. Left-handed layup is good, and the foul put it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Foul goes against McKenna Mao. That'll be her first. Team foul number 2 in the corner on the Hawkers.
Back at the Serve Pro free throw line. It's a 3-point play, and she has the first 5 for South Prairie-Max today. 6:34 remaining in the first quarter. 5-0 lead for South Prairie on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kenmare still trying to figure out that full court press. They saw it a year ago in the season opener. Mao from the wing. That's no good. Rebound by Rose. It was a big South Prairie win a year ago on the road in Kenmare, winning 65-47 to begin the 2023 season. Again, Kenmare not setting up the offense in too much time, but that's all right. Michelle Miller had some space and swishes the three.
Yeah, Michelle made 88 of those last year.
Hawkers with their first points of the season, cut the deficit more than in half. And now a turnover forced by Kenmare Bowbells. Miller running the other way. Near side in front of the Royals bench. Mao, top of the key, thought about it. Now passes it off to Bria Crest, far side corner. Offensive rebound, though it stays with Kenmare. Finally off fourth with the paint touch. Out to Miller. Can she go back to back? The answer is no. Rutledge grabs the rebound for South Prairie. 2.5 minutes gone by. Rutledge trying to cross over Mao, instead passes it out to Scotty Beck. And South Prairie-Max has found the hot hand here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, Scotty Beck with all 8 points for the Royals.
Trapped on the near side corner was Mao, and Coach Zimmer is going to have to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. Off to a quick start here on the PSP Network. 8-3 Royals lead.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Timeout sponsors on the PSP Network. First International Bank and Trust, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Arizona. Also find them online at FIBT.com. First charge timeout to the Hawkers. They lob it up to Offworth. Lost the handle, and then a crowd surrounded Teo Offworth right there underneath the basket. And it was a foul called against Ajaya Trader, who checked into the game for South Prairie during the break, along with Maya Gunville. So South Prairie-Max going to the bench first in this first quarter. Miller, long three off the back iron. Offensive rebound, she gets it herself. Miller puts it right back up in the air, and this time out the front of the rim. Trader with the rebound. Miller aggressive from beyond the arc, as we expected. She's sank one, but has missed three. Rutledge misses the layup. Now has to get back on defense. Kenmare with numbers. Miller, that was an open look, didn't take it. Back to Crest, all kinds of space, and Hawkers wisely setting up their offense here almost halfway through the first. Pick and roll to Offworth. Backs down, back to the bucket.
That's exactly what we said. She is tough inside, got it deep in the paint, took that little fake to her right, then went back left.
Gunville ball handling, gives it off to Scotty Beck, now Rutledge. Right to the middle of the court. Too much room there for Riley, but it goes in and out of the basket. Offensive rebound again for South Prairie-Max. That might be a theme today. So is blocks from Tay Offworth. Kenmare, a chance to tie. Handoff, Michelle Miller. He's going to go left on a Santizo screen. Stops. Has all kinds of options. Santizo, kick out. Crest from beyond the arc. No good. Offensive rebound Offworth. Misses the putback. Still loose on the sideline. Throws it blindly. Back into play. Rutledge says, let's keep playing basketball. Rose on the dribble drive. Lots of contact. No foul and a missed shot. Possession still with South Prairie. Shot clock down to 20. Rutledge finds the shot there. 11-5 lead for the Royals on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 5 minutes played in the first quarter. Trader aggressive there. Pokes it out of bounds. And now some substitutions come in for the first time for Kenmare Bowbells. Carson Lautenschlager, number 12. Anna Peterson, number 30. And Ann Struckland, number 4. So almost an entirely new bunch out there for the Hawkers at that dead ball. Get the ball inbounded to Mao. Out to Lautenschlager, the senior. Kenmare looking for that post entry. Instead, Miller pull up. That's no good. Long rebound goes to Maya Gunville. Gunville, a totally new role this year. How about Beck for three? Missed it. Gunville played pretty much totally JV until the postseason last year, and then just exploded in tourney time and has earned a spot as the sixth player for this South Prairie-Max team.
Yeah, look for her to do a lot of good things for this Royals team this year off the bench.
Watch any Minot State basketball. She's the cousin of Jackson Gunville, one of the best three-point shooters that program has ever seen. Just 2 scoring possessions in this first quarter for Kenmare Bowbells. Don't necessarily expect them to put up a lot of points, as they were limited to just 40-plus points per game all throughout last postseason. Miller still trying to get that shot back from beyond the arc. She's made one early on, but has been ice cold since. Lobs it into Mickelson. Gunville looking for the assist. Mickelson can't finish. Miller out to Lautenschlager. Nobody guarding her. Won't do anything with it, but pass it around the horn. Peterson, Mao, Lautenschlager, short corner. Nice cut there by McKenna Mao. That one's going to be on the replay shortly.
Beautiful give and go there as Mao passed it and saw open lane down that left side.
Rutledge, hesitation, nowhere to go. Miller with some great defense. Pass it around to Ajaya Trader, driving. Gets Walt off there on the baseline. Mickelson ball screen. Rutledge doesn't take it, instead takes the shot. Long rebound out to Anna Peterson. Fast break. Peterson stops, gives it back out to Miller. Foot on the line. Long two is good. 5 early points for Michelle Miller, and the Hawkers trail 9-11. Inside a minute left in this first quarter. Hand off to Gunville. She's going to take that open look for three, just off the mark. Kenmare with a late scoring chance. Peterson running the floor, too strong off the pane. Missed the layup, and now South Prairie turns up the tempo again. Trader is fouled there by Anna Peterson. Offworth coming back in the game here as a substitution. Foul trouble, not too much an issue in the first quarter. And if you forgot about the rule change from a year ago, 5 fouls in each quarter, and it's automatically in the double bonus. I don't think we're going to get into that territory here in quarter number 1. There's just 33 seconds remaining. Inbounds pass deflected, and the steal by Peterson. She's making the hustle plays here for Kenmare, and now gives it up to Offworth. Credit Peterson with that assist as well. 11-11 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Shot clock turned off for South Prairie-Max. Rutledge, mid-range, missed it. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Looking for one shot here, you think, is Kenmare Bowbells, or do they keep playing with that fast pace on offense?
Nope, go for one, I'm sure. Only 12 seconds.
Lob it to Peterson. A blocked shot there without a foul call against Macy Talbot, and time expires in the first quarter. South Prairie-Max set the early tone in this one. Scotty Beck had 8 points early in this first quarter. The Honkers have battled back, and we are even heading to the second.
Bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites, Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Well, here was one of the top plays of the first quarter. McKenna Mao on that basket cut. And Kenmare's offense really kind of found their way late in that first quarter to tie things at 11, but it'll be the Royals with the basketball first in quarter number 2.
Yeah, Royals shot just 25% in the first quarter, 4 out of 16, 29% for the Honkers, making 5 of 17.
A lot of those shots were from distance. So is this one from Scotty Beck. Hits the rim a couple of times and is no good. That looks to be a double dribble by Offworth. That's kind of what South Prairie-Max makes you do. Obviously with the threat of the press that didn't get set up there, but you have a center dribbling the ball down the court for Kenmare.
Yeah, and the Royals pride themselves on stiff defense. Turnover number 4 for the Honkers.
That's going to be a foul called against Anna Peterson. As they're in position to guard Scotty Beck, just couldn't stop her momentum.
Yeah, that'll be the second on Anna. First of the quarter.
Only 27 seconds gone by here in the second quarter. 11-11 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit them online at bnc.bank. How about that play by Bree Rose? Offworth was just going to let it go out of bounds. You can watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Rose comes in there, throws it off the leg of Offworth, and keeps the ball in South Prairie's possession. Another long possession on defense for the Honkers. Holding up so far. Rutledge gets a screen from Mickelson. Instead passes it back to Scotty Beck. Wide open side of the court. Takes it all the way to the hoop.
Scotty, first player in double figures. She's up to 10.
Wide open 3 now on the other end for Kenmare. Missed it. Rose with the rebound. South Prairie trying to extend their lead. Pull up just inside the arc. Beck missed it. And now the press does get set up for South Prairie. Kenmare handles it well. One pass up ahead to Offworth. Peterson in the corner. Gathers. Misfires. Rebound eventually goes to Rutledge. Miss shot after miss shot here. I think it's a bit of the early season. You don't expect to shoot, above 50%, but also maybe just playing a little bit too fast and amped up.
Yeah, early season you see a lot of missed shots and turnovers generally. Teams are just kind of finding their way.
On the drive there, and that'll be a bucket for Ann Struckland. 13-13. Another tie game here. Kenmare Bull Bells number 3 in the First Division B rankings this season. One of plenty West Region teams inside that top 10. Lob into Bree Rose and one. Rose's first points of the season. Put it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Gunville and Trader check back in for South Prairie-Max. The one shot at the Surf Pro free throw line for Bree Rose. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at Surf Pro. There won't be a three-point play there for number 32. Near turnover there by the Honkers. Again, playing from behind. In the corner, Offworth. Rose, some high pressure defense there, and Offworth going to drive against the smaller forward from South Prairie-Max and draw the foul. Puts Offworth at the Surf Pro free throw line.
First on Bree Rose. First of the quarter on the Royals.
It's short there from Offworth.
Taya last year about 59% from the free throw line.
0 for 2 on her first trip there this season. But an offensive rebound. They go right back to Offworth. No look. Hook shot over Rose. Gets her own rebound. What is that? The fourth then opportunity, if you count the free throws, for Offworth to score. Eventually gets in that stat sheet again.
Third tie at 15 apiece.
Talbot off the screen, right in front of the free throw line, but a little bit too long. Gets her own rebound, throws it off the foot of McKenna Mao. Ball stays with the Royals. Wide open is Talbot again, running the short corner. And from the block right there, Talbot gets 2 points. Basket for the Royals, a basket for the Hawkers. Back and forth to start this second quarter. Hawkers looking for the lead. They won't get it on that Mao three-point attempt. Rebound by Rutledge. Hey, what if she scores a few more points? She might be in double-double territory. Tries to bank a three. Ball still rolling on the ground. Picked up by Mao, and now she's stopped by Trader, but a foul there on the reach-in. That might be the second one against Ajaya. It is. And with that, she gets subbed out of the game. Bring in Mickelson and Beck once again. Today's broadcast on the PSP Network brought to you in part by the UPS Store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. Located inside the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS Store. So I want to thank North Dakota Score Feed, keeping us up to date with scores from around the state. Opening night, I guess you could say it was yesterday, as there's a travel called against Kenmare. Had 5 games across North Dakota last night. Some big wins for teams in Division B over Division A opponents, and Kenmare Bowbell is trying to keep up that trend today. Near side, Rutledge feeds Mickelson. How'd she make that one? Fading away out of bounds, gets it to go over Offworth.
First points for Abby.
4 different scores in this second quarter each, with a made 2-point basket for South Prairie-Max. They lead 19-15. Miller goes left on the screen from Offworth. Pivots, finds Mao. 15 on the shot clock. 3:10 to go in the half. Magic Towing halftime report coming up next. Another nice cut to the basket, but a missed layup there by Bria Crest. Quickly down the court go the Royals. Long three from Gunville. High arcing shot. Rebound Offworth. That 3-point percentage has gone down, down, down for South Prairie-Max since that quick start with Rutledge and Beck in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're now just 2 of 12 in the game.
Now out to Crest. Finds Offworth. Nice move, trying to get around Rose. Battles her way to an and one.
Yeah, beautiful little head fake to the right and then drove baseline, got around her by about a half step. Chance for a 3-point play.
As seen right there on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston.
Second foul on Bree Rose, so Rose and Trader each with 2 now for the Royals.
And the important part there, the 2 forwards really responsible with containing Offworth today. Offworth now 1 for 3 from the Surf Pro free throw line. And there was supposed to be a substitution there as Peterson checking into the game, and South Prairie-Max is going to take the opportunity to call a timeout. A First International Bank and Trust timeout on the court. South Prairie-Max 19, Kenmare Bowbells 18 late in the first half. what, there's been a lot to cheer about here at South Prairie-Max over the past couple of months. Some great seasons across pretty much all the sports and activities, and it was really the girls basketball team that got it started, I guess you could say, last winter, getting that state runner-up finish in Division A. They're hoping for a little bit more this season. Still a long road to go, kicking off this 2024-25 high school basketball campaign tonight against Kenmare Bowbells, and it's the Royals' hometown team in the lead, 19-18 out of the timeout. Just over 2 minutes left in quarter number 2. Beck, drive and kick out to Bree Rose, spinning in the lane. Now gets it back out to Abby Mickelson. Honkers not letting anybody get in the paint until Beck drives past Miller. A foul call there on the missed shot by Scotty Beck, and already with 10 points in the game, Beck a chance to add to that total.
First foul of Michelle Miller, and second or third of the quarter on the Honkers.
First free throw is good for Beck. And they're one of those high school players in this area that spends pretty much all summer long on the road playing AAU basketball. Team out in Minnesota. Gathers the rebound there on Mao's miss. Talbot, the crossover, gets to the baseline, misses the shot, offensive board. New shot clock, Rutledge gonna fire away immediately. This time the rebound by Kenmare Bowbells. Miller stuck, gets out of there with a pass up to Bria Crest, finishes with the left hand, or tried to. High off the glass, another Rutledge rebound. 21-18 advantage for South Prairie. Beck sits atop the rim there and eventually falls in. She continues to lead the way by far in scoring.
6 in the quarter, 14 of her team's 23 now for Scotty.
Rose with the block. Santizo is right there for Kenmare Bowbells, not giving up on the play. First points with the senior Lilibeth Santizo. Down to 47 seconds left. Banked there by Scotty Beck. And now the shot starting to fall like they did to start the game for South Prairie. Leading 25-20. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mao, near side corner, gets it up to Bria Kresh, guarded by Beck, forcing her down to the right side. And to keep it here, wearing out this side of the court, McKenna Mao. Cross court pass to Santizo, 13 to shoot. Trying to get Peterson on the cut. Gets behind Rutledge. Rutledge, though, pokes it away with the block. Pass up ahead to Mickelson. Santizo knocks it out of bounds, and they're going to say it went off of Mickelson last. Coach Moser for South Prairie-Max not in total agreeance, but brings Gunville back in for one last possible defensive possession. Just 11.5 seconds left for Kenmare Bowbells here before halftime. Miller jogs it up the court. Coach Zimmer asking for a little more speed in this offensive set. Just 3 seconds left. Had an open Struckland, but it looks like the buzzer is going to go off. Are they going to count it? Yes, they are. Taya Offworth at the buzzer leaves Kenmare Bowbells in a one-possession game, 25-22. Watch that last play on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay as we head to half here from South Prairie. 25-22, Royals in front.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like...
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, an exciting first two quarters of basketball here from South Prairie-Max, and a competitive game just like we expected from two top three teams in their respective divisions. South Prairie-Max of Division A hanging on to a 25-22 lead as we began the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number 701-509-4011 for Magic Towing. There's no job too big or too small when you call Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Again, that phone number 701-509-4011 to begin our Magic Towing halftime report. Jonas is going to take us through the first half stats here between the Hawkers and the Royals.
Yeah, the Royals with a 3-point lead here at the break. They shoot 32% overall, making 10 out of 31. Just 2 of 13 from three-point range for 15%.
Feeds Mickelson.
They had a total of 18 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass.
Fading away
and
out
3
of bounds.
turnovers. For the Hawkers, they shoot 32% as well in the first two half.
Feeds Mickelson.
And again, exact same stats. 10
Finds
makes,
off
31 attempts.
Nice move,
However,
trying to get around
the Hawkers
Rose.
were just 1 of 12
to an and
behind
one.
the three-point line. Shane Miller made that early in the first quarter, but
nice move,
they didn't make another one the rest of the half. So 8% from three-point range for the Hawkers. 23 rebounds, 7 of those on the offensive
first
glass.
points of
and
the
they
season.
had 5 turnovers.
The circle,
3 blocks
and now
for
the Royals are looking to
1
run.
for the Hawkers. Leading
ahead
way
to
for the
back.
Royals, Scotty
Left-handed
Beck,
layup is
16
good,
points.
and
She
the
split them
foul
evenly,
put
8 in the
on the
first,
Ryan
8 in the second. It was 3 points for Riley
Nice
Rutledge
move,
on a
trying to
made
get
3 in
around
the first
Rose.
quarter.
Battles
2
her
points
way
apiece for
to an
Macy
and
Talbot.
one.
Bree Rose and Abby
3 seconds left.
Nicholson.
Had an
Meanwhile,
open,
for the Hunkers, they're led by
it looks like the buzzer's going to go off. Are they going to count it?
in
Yes,
the first
they
2
are.
quarters of play.
Taya
Shea Miller
Offworth
adds
at
5.
the circle, and now
2
the
points
Royals
for
are
McKenna
looking to
Mao.
run.
2 for Lily
Rutledge,
Santizo.
up ahead to back.
And
Left-handed
Strickland
layup
has
is
2
good,
as
and the
well.
foul
Largest
put it
lead for the
on the
Royals
line.
was 5 as
The
they scored the
circle,
first
and now
5
the Royals
points of
are
the
looking
game.
to run.
It was
Rutledge,
tied
up
3
ahead to back.
times at
Left-handed.
11, 13, and 15 in that first half. And the Hunkers have not led yet in the ballgame.
Those first half stats and first half highlights brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. At Ryan Dealerships, the commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot or Williston, or shop online at driveryan.com. Well, looking back at that first half, Jonas, obviously the numbers that stand out, South Prairie-Max early on didn't necessarily catch fire from 3, but it was obviously working for them. And ever since then, though, it just hasn't been a play that's worked.
Yeah, and let's just say neither one of these teams is afraid to take the 3. 25 attempts, just 3 makes, though, so far combined for these 2 teams in the first half. But, yeah, both teams, coaches have given them the green light. Go ahead and shoot it.
Yeah, and then obviously off of that, with the amount of missed shots, there's been rebounding, and preventing those offensive rebounds has been crucial. I think the biggest difference from quarter number 1 to quarter number 2, Kenmare Bowbells limited South Prairie in their second chance opportunities. The offensive rebound numbers cut drastically from quarter number 1 to quarter number 2 for South Prairie.
Yeah, South Prairie only, well, the Honkers had 9 defensive rebounds in the first quarter, 7 more in the second. So, yeah, they did do a better job on that. And the 2-point shots, they were falling in the second quarter for both teams. We'll see if they will continue the 2-point attack or continue firing away from 3.
Yeah, these 2 teams pretty consistent in the early going today. Kenmare Bowbells 11 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second for a 22-point first half total. South Prairie-Max 11 in the first, 14 in the second, and that is their lead so far. We'll come back with third quarter action here on the PSP Network. This has been the Magic Towing halftime report. Royals 25, Honkers 22. We'll take a quick break and come back with more high school basketball coverage on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Today's broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas to study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard, be you, and MSU. That's Minot State University. Also want to thank our sponsor, Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They have every sporting good possible, along with footwear and fashion. Shop online at shields.com, a proud supporter of the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. Well, we have a big winter season, the biggest winter season of broadcast that PSP Network has ever had. So to make sure you don't miss a single second of the action, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as follow us on social media at Network PSP on Facebook and X. Second half is underway. Kenmare Bowbells will start on offense, now going from right to left across your screen. Santizo with the post entry to Offworth, faces up the defense but misses the shot in the lane. Bree Rose with the rebound for the Royals. First offensive possession for South Prairie here in the second half. Wonder if they go anywhere against that first half game plan of perimeter shooting. It's a drive and kick out to the corner for Beck. And it's an airballed 3 that goes off the hand of Offworth out of bounds. It'll stay with South Prairie. Obviously, the answer there is no. South Prairie is still going to be shooting from beyond the arc all day long.
What do they say? Live by the 3, die by the 3? That could probably apply to both these clubs.
Rose all the way.
Wow, nice take by Bree down that right side. scoop layup just got it by the defender's arm. 4 points for her.
You see there on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay as we return to action here on the PSP Network. 1 minute gone by in the third quarter. Royals lead by 5. McKenna Mao, who scored early in that first quarter, and that's her first bucket since. Well, for Kenmare Bowbells, a team that doesn't necessarily score that many points, not really known for a high-flying offense, just really solid defense. I think down 3 right now in the third quarter is a perfect position to be, it seems.
Yeah, I think anywhere between 3 and 5 points, they're pretty okay with that, within striking distance.
And you mentioned it, though, they haven't had the lead all day.
No.
Miller goes the opposite way, gets Rutledge out of position and scores the basket. Shea Miller with 7 points. Hawkers down 1. Looking for another stop and score here in the third. Bree Rose working against Mao. Goes to the middle of the lane. Misses the shot. Too strong off the glass. Mao with the rebound. It's 2-on-2. Pass up ahead to Santizo. Makes a move around the defense, and there's the first lead of the day for Kenmare Bowbells.
Yeah, nice job by Lily of just collecting herself there, taking a dribble and putting it up over the defender.
28-27 lead for the Honkers on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Inside of 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Riley Rutledge from way downtown, and the Royals are right back in front.
Well, Riley's made 2 buckets, one in the first quarter and this one, both of them threes, and Royals take the lead again.
Now, again, on that cut the other way towards the baseline. It's been working against this Royals defense. Another look here at that last shot from Riley Rutledge as Mao heads to the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Mao with the miss. The new players check in for South Prairie at that break. Trader, Gunville, and Maya Rao. Her first time on the court this season. Rao, a sophomore forward.
Riley Rutledge, by the way, got the foul, her first. Team's first of the quarter.
McKenna Mao makes the free throw. Loose ball. Hey, get in the game. Take a shot from beyond the arc. Maya Rao misses it, but then forces the steal. Beck, nice pass over to Gunville. Swish. 32-29 lead. Rao leading that full court press. Offworth standing alone on the Royals logo at center court. Gives it back to Michelle Miller. Miller looking back to the middle. Santizo cuts to the basket. Makes away for Bria Crest. Now to Offworth. Offworth trying to drive right past Maya Rao, and it's Rao that's called for the foul. Offworth going to be shooting another 2 free throw shots.
Yeah, Rao listed at 5'5", Offworth at 6 foot. She saw the mismatch there and just took it right at her and drew the foul.
First one is again off the front of the rim from Offworth. Serve Pro free throw line. He's been there plenty today. Hasn't made many, though. Another 0 for 2 trip. So the deficit remains at 3 for the Honkers. Beck, that scoop layup. Offworth definitely affected it. Step back 3 from Michelle Miller, wide right. Trader with the board. Scores rolling in from across the state on this first really full day of girls high school basketball in North Dakota. Rao 0 for 2 now from three-point land. That ball will stay with South Prairie-Max going out of bounds. Talbot and Rose check back in. Beck and Rao will take a seat. Peterson as well as Struckland come back in for the Honkers. Those out of town scores. Monotech North Dakota score feed, keeping us up to date with scores from around the state. Half of this third quarter has already gone by. South Prairie-Max leading 32-29 over Kenmare Bowbells. Talbot lost the handle for a second. Gives it back to Ajaya Trainer, the All-State volleyball selection from a week ago. Leading that team to a second-place finish at the State Class B. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Rose takes a hard fall onto the court. Still clean, and we keep playing on. Rose joins the rest of her Royals defense as Kenmare sets up the offense. Back to Michelle Miller, the point guard. Another long two up and in for Michelle Miller.
Well, the Honkers are 4 of 6 in this period shooting.
Still trail by 1. Gunville running to the baseline, missed it. Offworth. Again, we saw it earlier. The center leading the charge on the fast break. Stops after she crosses half court. Peterson in front of Gunville, and a hand up in the air affected the shot. Trainer another rebound. Rose had it poked away by Miller. Sneaky defensive play there by the senior. Oh, nearly an over and back there by Kenmare. Maybe just looked worse than it was. Reaching around Offworth to try and get the poke away was Bree Rose, and I believe that's number 3.
Yeah, that'll be the 3 on Bree. Third of the quarter on the Royals. Scotty Beck, Abby Mickelson back in.
So Rose heads to the bench for South Prairie.
Honkers head coach Mike Zimmer able to do something right now that not many Class B teams have. And 2 6-footers on the floor right now in Strokeland and Offworth.
Strokeland with the ball right now. Give it back to Miller on the near side. Thought about a 3. Now we'll take it after a dribble. That one's going to bounce over the backboard and out of bounds. Miller's a confident shooter. I'll tell you what, anywhere on the court, mid-range from 3, one step inside of 3. You can't give any space to Michelle Miller.
And the Honkers now just 1 of 14. Miller made one early in the first quarter. They have not made one since.
Not going to count any of those Miller shots as kind of a three-pointer with a heel on the three-point line both times. Foul in the backcourt there against Macy Talbot.
Yeah, good job by Miller again, sneaking in there and stealing the ball away. Talbot gets her first, 4th team foul of the quarter.
And with that, Kenmare, if they're fouled again in this next 2 minutes and 12 seconds, they will be in the double bonus. A reset going into the 4th quarter. Miller gets a double screen from Strokeland and Santizo. Another step back. Another one that misses off the backboard. Too strong. Riley Rutledge trying to create on offense. Instead, Trader gives it to Beck. Scotty Beck, long 3. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Talbot's there in the lane.
Yeah, good job by Talbot there securing that. She's got 4.
Trader pokes it away from Strokeland. South Prairie-Max trying to extend their lead again. It hasn't been much more than 5 since that second quarter began. Talbot does it herself. One of the few Max Cossacks on this team. It's Macy Talbot from long range.
Biggest lead of the night now at 6.
Hand off to Bria Crest. Gives it back to Peterson. Weaving at the top of the key. Crest has it stolen by Beck. And the Royals are running away. 39-31. Coach Zimmer holds on to some timeouts. Steal by Rutledge. That one might be called room for a timeout. Instead, Zimmer still lets him play on as South Prairie-Max just grabbed all the momentum in this gym, as that's another foul called on Beck. Get a few steals and you think you can get them all.
First on Scotty Beck will be the 5th team foul, so free throws.
There's a Ryan Family Dealerships replay of that Beck layup, and you might even get Rutledge's steal here. And the 2 points, it was that fast. 2 for 1 on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. There'll be 2 free throws and the double bonus here for Bria Crest. Shoots these free throws and makes it the first one. Angled towards the exits in the gymnasium. Not really lined up straight to the hoop. But swishes them both, whatever works. .40 seconds left in the third quarter. 41-33 lead for South Prairie-Max on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 8 seconds difference between the shot clock and game clock. Rutledge long three, missed it off fourth with the rebound. Shot clock turns off. Kenmare probably still want to play quick. If they get an open shot, they're going to take it here in quarter number 3 and trailing by an 8-point margin. Crest stops, passes to off for Santizo, almost overran the pass. Back out to McKenna Mao, dribbles with the left hand. Back to Santizo, top of the key. Crest off the screen, 4 seconds left. Mao, step back three, blocked by Rutledge. And that's going to keep Kenmare off the scoreboard on that last possession. The defense for South Prairie, takeaways and layups. And the Royals have an 8-point lead after 3 quarters.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, Kenmare Bowbells has scored 11 points in each of the first 3 quarters tonight, but they're starting to get left in the dust a little bit as South Prairie-Max 11 in the first, 14 in the second, and a game-high 16 points in that last quarter of play. 41-33 lead for South Prairie-Max on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Home white jerseys today. Kenmare Bowbells in the maroon and gold. First possession of the fourth quarter. Talbot, skip pass, near side to Scotty Beck. Going to one-on-one with Offworth, and Offworth is just leaning on Scotty Beck a little bit too much, and it gets called for the foul.
Second personal on Taya. First of the quarter. Taya Offworth, by the way, did not score for the Honkers in that third quarter.
Still with a team-high 11 points, though. On the inbounds pass, Trader hands off to Rutledge. Going left, now back to the right. Miller, nice defense. Now comes over to help with Trader, but that leaves an open Riley Rutledge here on the elbow extended, but missed the three. Later on in the season, though, you're not going to want to leave Riley Rutledge that open. Lob into Offworth. Easy 2 points, just how the Honkers would want to draw it up. Mao on the assist.
Yeah, nice little screen there, and then roll to the basket and wide open for the layup.
The Royals trying to do a little bit of the same. It takes 2 tries, but Trader has the points, her first of the game for Ajaya Trader. Offworth, dribble handoff to Miller. Strokeland standing well outside the 3-point line. Mao will take the 3 and hit it.
It's the first 3 that they've made since early in the first quarter.
And then a block shot. A lot of the folks here thinking that Beck got fouled. Well, now she gets up and steals the ball from Bria Crest. There's the foul and 1. How about sticking with it there for Scotty Beck? Despite the contact on the first drive to the basket, still makes the play in the end.
Scotty now up to 20 points. Crest picks up the foul, her first.
Timeout on the floor brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. It's called by the Honkers. It'll be back at the free throw line when we return.
Been in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Here was the last play before the timeout. Scotty Beck, who maybe thought she was fouled on the play before, gets back on defense, a steal, and is fouled again. A chance at a three-point play here when she goes to the Serve Pro free throw line. Want to remind you today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order. There's no pizza like it. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years, it's Planet Pizza. And this game concludes. We'll have the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. A live interview with our Sport Clips MVP of the game. I'll tell you one of the front runners right now for that award is Scotty Beck. A game high 20 points, make it 21. She finishes the three-point play with a free throw. Beck last year averaged just over 15 points per game. Off to a 20-point performance to kick off 2024, her junior season. Steal by Gunville. See if she tries to slow down this offensive possession. Ball's rolling to half court. And Jonas, we talked earlier here about Kenmare Bobels keeping this between a 3 and 5 point deficit. Well, now you're down 8 because of just turnovers in the backcourt playing that South Prairie-Max press. That'll go to Kenmare, get them on offense.
Yeah, it was 10-point lead here, and they have whittled it down a little bit, at least down to 8 points. But, I mean, with your under 6 minutes now, you're going to want to put together a little run here if you're the Honkers here.
They got a 3 recently from McKenna Mao. That kind of lifted their spirits a little bit, but another turnover might bring them back down.
Now a dozen turnovers for the Honkers. Just 7 for the Royals on the night.
Rutledge passes it back to Mickelson. Abby Mickelson goes left off the side of the backboard. Rebound Strokeland for Kenmare Bobels. Miller. She might take that one all the way. High pass and another to the turnover tally. But a block by Miller. Stays with the Royals. Long two wide open for Talbot. She missed it. Last touch by Riley Rutledge of South Prairie-Max. Ball goes back to the Honkers, so getting saved a little bit by the missed shots here in the fourth quarter because the turnovers have been really hurting Kenmare Bobels right now.
Yeah, 4 of those turnovers in this quarter, in the first 3 minutes of the quarter already for the Honkers. Just 2 shot attempts, a made 3 and a made 2. That's it for Kenmare Bobels so far.
We have just 4:50 remaining in the basketball game. Mao, how about another one? Yes!
Exactly what they need.
Up to 11 points now is McKenna Mao. 41-46, Honkers trailing on the road. Talbot passes near side to Scotty Beck. Game high 21 points already for her. Goes to the basket, make it 23 for Scotty Beck. Inside and out, she is a scoring threat.
Yeah, she has a quicker first step to the basket than I think a lot of people know. Gives that little fake, and boy, she's gone.
Mentioned earlier, already has offers from Minot State University and Black Hills State, 2 Division II programs. Again, just going into her junior season, probably many more on the way for Beck, who goes up and gets that ball after the block shot. Talbot, left-handed pass to Trader, fading away and draws the foul. Goes against McKenna Mao. It'll be Ajaya Trader at the Serve Pro free throw line for 2 shots.
McKenna Mao with her second personal.
See Coach Moser for South Prairie-Max. First free throw is missed. Rutledge back in the game after a very quick break. Strokeland to the scorer's table as Trader makes the second of 2 free throws, splitting the pair. 49-41 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. That's why they'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. 3 minutes, 44 seconds left in the ball game. Offworth. Wide open in the corner for 2. And Strokeland.
Yeah, Strokeland made a nice pass there out to the wing and then cut along the baseline. They worked it right back to her. She's got 4.
And the Honkers are not going away late in this fourth quarter. Royals trying to stay ahead, though, with this offense. Working well during the final frame. However, Kenmare gets the rebound on an empty possession. Miller gets help from an off-fourth screen. Pass out to McKenna Mao. He's been saving this team in the fourth quarter with a pair of triples. Get it back out to Mao. Strokeland running the baseline. Lob it to Offworth. The height advantage works to her advantage. 45-49.
Yeah, great job there working it just to the baseline and 1 6-footer to the other.
Rose passes it to a maroon jersey. That's Strokeland. And now a foul by Gunville as it looked like the Royals were about to take the ball away again. And the team foul number 1 against South Prairie-Max in the fourth quarter, so Kenmare Bowbells not necessarily close to the bonus.
Second foul on Gunville.
Gunville and Trader subbed out of the game.
Talbot and Mickelson back.
Strokeland, far side of Michelle Miller. Top of the key, Taya Offworth. Hands it off to Anna Peterson. Peterson looking for number 32 again. Offworth steps outside the three-point line. 15 to shoot. Peterson got it on the cut. Coach Zimmer is saying that one had to be on the shot. They call it on the ground against Macy Talbot. So an inbounds play here with a new shot clock for Kenmare Bowbells. Oh, nice play, but there by Beck, jumping that pass. See if we got it here on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. It might take a little bit. Ball back in play, though, to Offworth. Now, straight away 3. Trying to bank it in. It's no good. Beck with the rebound. Scoreless possession there for the Honkers. Beck trying to go coast to coast, but carried the basketball. A costly turnover there for South Prairie.
9 in the game now for the Royals. 4 of those in this quarter.
And with that, we'll get a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the court, called by Coach Mike Zimmer in his 9th season for Kenmare Bowbells. They have 3 remaining. We only have 1:57 left in this season-opening basketball game between Kenmare Bowbells and South Prairie-Max. It's a 49-45 lead for the Royals when we return on the PSP Network.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Just when you thought South Prairie-Max maybe would take it a little bit slower on offense here, trying to waste away the last 2 minutes of this game. It was Scotty Beck trying to go coast to coast, called for the carry, a turnover that goes to Kenmare Bowbells, and obviously this is kind of must-score territory already for the Honkers, with momentum swinging way back and forth in this fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, 10-point lead, and that's been cut down to 4 now, and still just under 2 minutes to go here. So Honkers are, I think, right where they want to be in this ball game, and within striking distance and with the ball in this possession.
It'll start with the point guard, Michelle Miller. All-region selection a year ago in Division B's Region 4, now called Region 3. Strokeland goes back to Peterson. Trying to give it back to Strokeland. Does. It was tipped by Trader. 14 to shoot. Peterson on the cut to the basket. Gets the layup to go.
Tough bucket for Anna Peterson, her first. And it's just a 2-point game.
Great Kenmare contingency here just south of Minot at South Prairie High School. Back again, that back cut going one-on-one with the Kenmare defenders. Gets the basket. 25 in the game for Scotty Beck. Strokeland, no look pass back to Peterson. Short corner, Offworth on the drive, almost lost the handle. Foul called on Beck. That'll put Taya Offworth again at the Serve Pro free throw line, where the percentage hasn't necessarily been high for Taya today.
Second personal and Scotty Beck.
54 seconds remain in the basketball game. But Offworth misses that first free throw. Still can get this to a 3-point deficit with free throw number 2 coming up.
Taya just 1 of 6 at the line tonight.
You know, that's going to be a stat you look at tomorrow morning. That's going to haunt you. 0 for 2 again, but an offensive rebound. Crest missed the layup. Trader with the rebound. Shovels a pass to Macy Talbot, and now Kenmare Bowbell is trying to put up the full court press here to get a steal. The Royals break it. And Coach Zimmer asking his team to start fouling. Still another foul before the Honkers send South Prairie-Max to the free throw line, where South Prairie hasn't necessarily been much today. Fouls have been kept to quite a minimum. .38 seconds on the game clock, 35 on the restarted shot clock, and Coach Moser will call a 30-second timeout, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. We'll keep it here to remind you that FIBT was founded in 1910 and has now grown to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. You can also find them online at FIBT.com. Our first of many high school basketball broadcasts this season, and just this week alone on the PSP Network. Come back Friday night. I'll be in Nedrose as the Cardinals host Mohall Lansford Sherwood, another Division A versus Division B matchup. And the AA teams also get in action this weekend. Minot High is at home against West Fargo and West Fargo Cheyenne, the boys playing. And West Fargo Cheyenne will be in Bismarck on Friday. We'll have coverage of that one at Bismarck High. Shanley at Mandan on Saturday, with hockey and wrestling as well throughout the week. On entertaining game so far, it comes down to the last 38 seconds. South Prairie-Max with the ball and the lead. A little bit of a game reset here. 38 seconds to go. Kenmare one foul away from putting the Royals in the double bonus the remainder of regulation. Kenmare with 3 timeouts left. South Prairie with 2. Beck. Pass to Mickelson, playing keep away. Trader inside, back out to Talbot. What a job here by the Royals, not letting Kenmare catch up to him. As the clock winds down to 20 seconds, Peterson now with the foul. And he scared Scotty Beck a little bit with that one. And that'll put Beck at the free throw line. And the double bonus at 5 team fouls in a quarter.
Yeah, great job by the Royals there of the quick passing as the Honkers were trying to double team and create a turnover there, but Royals would not let them do that or commit the foul as they quickly passed the ball around. Took 18 seconds off the clock there, just like that.
Oh, 26 points tonight from Scotty Beck. Not missing a beat from the offseason. Adds 1 more to that total. And now Kenmare needs a quick 3. 15 seconds left and no shot clock. You got to get one off. Miller lost the handle. That was a good look. Again, got to shoot it quick. No time for more passing. They get it to Offworth inside. Missed shot. And South Prairie-Max will be able to dribble out the rest of the clock. A hard-fought but well-deserved win for South Prairie, the #1 team in Division A. to begin their season 53-47 over Kenmare Bowbells. Back with the postgame show after this commercial break.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Welcome into the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. South Prairie-Max, a strong performance today as they fend off the visitors, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, for a season opening win. And to tell you what, a lot of that offense came from our Sport Clips MVP of the matchup, Scotty Beck, who joins us here to start the post-game show. Scotty, how about 27 to start this season, leading the way for your offense? Obviously, you knew the challenge. This is a good Kenmare Bowbells team that you were going up against. What was really the main focus today? What do you guys need to perform the best on?
It's not really about the offense, it's more about the defense. We didn't do a very good job on defense, and it wasn't a very pretty game, but we still somehow pulled it out. So
tell you what, early there in the second half, that string of turnovers that you guys forced, just being in the right spot on passes, going for steals, being aggressive, that kind of fuel you guys the rest of the way, turning defense into offense there in the third?
Yeah, it definitely does. We just work on a lot of pressure on the team, and we just kind of get up in their faces, and we want them to speed up. That's just our goal.
Yeah, and obviously you guys have a big week to start the season. 3 ranked teams you're going to be going up against, 2 of them in Division A. Just what's like the mental side of it in week 1, to knowing that it's maybe not all about the wins and losses, but really sharpening yourself and your skills against some of the top teams in the state?
Yeah, we're definitely going to lock in practice and really make sure we're focusing and doing all the little things and all the extra things just so we can make sure we win those games this week.
Well, you guys looked pretty good to get that first win today over Kenmare Bowbells. Enjoy the victory today, and we'll see you later on this season.
Thank you.
All right, Scotty Beck, our Sport Clips MVP, back with more on the PSP Network after this commercial break.
Remember the last time you were certain that your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need? Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Continuing on with our Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. While you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to So if you work toward achieving your financial goals, visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. The Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. The final score today, South Prairie-Max 53, Kenmare Bowbells 47. We just spoke with our Sport Clips MVP pick today, Scotty Beck, who had 27 points. She said the focus really wasn't on offense, it was on defense, and she described the defensive effort today as not their best. Obviously, keeping Kenmare Bowbells right at their postseason average from a year ago, 47. They did, I guess, just enough, you could say, to finish off that win.
Yeah, absolutely. And both these teams, I think, really pride themselves on defense. But the Royals, especially tonight, I think, really excelled on the defensive end, and that got them the win.
Yeah, and I mentioned in the interview there as well that string of turnovers in the third quarter to build that lead by as big as it was, 10 points in the second half, really helped do the trick for the Royals, a team that actually found themselves trailing Kenmare for the first time there in the third quarter. I think that's obviously an area to maybe pick later on our Spas Incorporated move of the game. That just seemed to be the real turning point in this basketball game.
Yeah, it really did. And from there, it goes on to that 10-point lead that it ballooned to. Honkers tried to cut it down, but just couldn't quite get it back to a tie or a lead for them. So
I know you're tabulating those stats right now. You got any for the folks here for our final stats today?
Yeah, let's take a look. On the night in the victory, I have the Royals shooting 36%. They make 21 out of their 59 attempts. Behind the three-point line, 22 attempts, 4 makes for South Prairie-Max, 18%.
Create on offense.
31 total rebounds
Trader
for South
gives it to
Beck.
Scotty Beck long three. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Talbot's there in the lane.
With
trying to extend their lead again. It hasn't been much more than 5
16 makes
since that second quarter began.
They
Talbot does it herself.
From behind the
has it stolen by Beck.
For 20%.
And the Royals are
32 rebounds, 8 of those offensive.
39-31. Coach Zimmer holds on to some timeouts. Steal by Rutledge. You're not going to want to leave Riley Rutledge that open.
They have 5 block shots, 3 block shots.
Long and off for easy 2 points just down the Honkers.
Again, that largest lead of 10 points at 41-31.
A lot of the folks here thinking that Beck got fouled. Well, now she gets up and steals the ball from Bria Crest. There's the foul and one.
28-27 was their only lead. And we did have those 3 ties at 11, 13, and 15 back in the first quarter. 27
nice
again
there
for
by
Scotty Beck to lead the way, as 7 Royals get in the scorebook. Riley Rutledge had 8-7 for Macy Talbot, 4 points for Bree Rose, 3 for Jaya Trader, and then 2 apiece for Abby Mickelson and Maya Gunville. The totals, they shoot 7 of 9 from the free throw line for 78%. Leading the way for the Honkers was Taya Offorth, 15 points for her. We had McKenna Mao also in double figures with 11 points. Michelle Miller just shy of that. She scores 9. It was 4 points put in the book by Lily Santizo. Also 4 for Ann Strokeland, 2 for Bria Crest, and 2 points for Anna Peterson on the night for them. And free throw wise, let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total free throws and only 4 makes for the Honkers tonight on the ball game, which comes out to 36% from the charity stripe.
I'll tell you what, those 7 missed free throws,
yeah,
you can highlight that as the difference today.
That's right. In close games like this, free throws are key.
Especially Offorth at the line there late. A couple of empty trips to the Surf Pro free throw line today, and obviously a couple of other things could have gone right for Kenmare Bowbells. You mentioned that 3-point shooting percentage, obviously something that they will definitely get fixed throughout this season, but it might have to be a quick fix because you look at their upcoming schedule, and it's that shootout tournament in Minot over the weekend as they'll take on Mayport CG, a team that's receiving votes, but the defending state champions, and Bishop Ryan as well. So a lot of things I think that Coach Mike Zimmer found correctable things, obviously, just up that 3-point and free throw shooting percentage, but the defense looked pretty strong today, and I think that's something that will obviously carry them all season long.
Yeah, and shooting, shooting kind of comes and goes, especially shooting from 3-point range. There are nights when you're feeling good and you're on, and there are nights when you're off and you're not. And tonight, I think for the whole team, they were just a little off from three-point range. They hoisted a lot, but they didn't get many to fall. Only, of course, 3 on the ball game, but yeah, that'll come. That'll come.
Well, for South Prairie-Max, I hope they enjoy Wednesday. Rest those legs for back-to-back-to-back games. Thursday on the road in Partial, and it might be a game that gets really overlooked because the next night they're going to be in Wahpeton. Partial is not a team that you're just going to roll over, especially the way that they play there. So not one South Prairie-Max can afford to look past completely. But, of course, you have those 2 big teams from out east that you're going to face in that shootout tournament, Wahpeton and Thompson. South Prairie is going to get absolutely tested over the course of the weekend. Yeah, that they are. And, again, as I said earlier, a good opportunity for head coach Tanner Moser to find out where is his team at against some of the best in the state, and then kind of watch that film and learn from there and move forward. All right, it's time to hand out some of our awards today in our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, starting with the Sport Clips MVP of the game. They bring you the MVP of this matchup because they are the home to the MVP haircut experience. That's Sport Clips. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com or on the app. It was almost a no-brainer today. Scotty Beck really carried the torch for South Prairie-Max in this winning effort, totaling 27 points in the win. But again, as she said, it was about the defense. Had plenty of steals and rebounds in there as well. Yeah, I think for Scotty and all the members of the Royals, a 20-plus point game, yeah, that's nice. But I'll hang my hat on the defensive effort, and that's exactly what she highlighted there in that interview. How about our Spas Incorporated move of the game? You know, there's a highlight clip in here, and I'm going to really try and find it while we talk about it. But it was during that string of possessions and that minute run together where South Prairie-Max forced 3 turnovers and got points on all of them. And I think the play in particular is Scotty Beck getting the steal and the fast break layup. Riley Rutledge running from behind the play, intercepting the inbounds pass and scoring the bucket there. That was just a point in this game where Kenmare was not their regular self, and South Prairie-Max took advantage. Yeah, and that was, I think, towards the end of the third quarter there, where you had those 3 steals, gave them a 6-point lead, 8-point lead, and then the largest lead of the ball game at 10 points right there at the end of that third quarter. And the Royals are running away. 39-31. Coach Zimmer holds on to some time. Steal by Rutledge. As it stalled the game today as part of our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Well, that just about does it today from South Prairie High School. Final score 53-47. Jonas, well, welcome to PSP Network. We hope you enjoyed here in South Prairie, and we'll hear from you again in Ned Rose. Obviously, a big season this year, Division A and Division B with our coverage, but also there's going to be good basketball that people are going to see in this region on the PSP Network. If you've got any insight as to some of the teams we should be watching for this year, spoil them now. Yeah, that's really when I did radio at KHRT before they closed this summer. That's what we focused on, was a lot of those smaller schools. And in talking to Nick here this fall, just expressing an interest to come on board and maybe help bring coverage to those schools as well, because you guys have done a fantastic job with the bigger schools, Minot High, Minot North, and those schools, but just didn't have the manpower. And so to be able to come on board and to do that, really excited about that. And yeah, we do have some really good games, some really good teams. South Prairie-Max in Class A or Division A here is going to be really good. Delax Burlington. We got a matchup coming up here later on in a week or so between Shiloh and DLB girls. And so, yeah, it's going to be a really, really fun basketball season here. Glad we can bring it your way. And hopefully I've learned enough tonight that Friday it'll be half as good as we had it tonight. Oh, it's going to be great on Friday night from Ned Rose High School, just southeast of Minot to start the weekend against Mohall Lansford Road. Well, that officially does it with our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, the first basketball broadcast of many this season on the PSP Network. Hopefully you stick around with us all the way through our radio coverage of the Division B State Boys Basketball Tournament. Well, for our great PSP Network crew here putting on tonight's show, Jonas Nelson, I'm Owen Patterson, repeating your final score for the final time at South Prairie-Max 53, Kenmare Bowbells 47. With that, have a good night, everybody.
Presentation information on the PSP network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.